So find theta between 0 and 360 degrees, and sine is equal to a negative 0.34. Well, the first thing is take sine inverse of both sides. So sine inverse of a negative 0.34. Second, sine inverse of negative. I don't know if I mentioned before, but when you're using negative, make sure you use this. So this means subtract, like 10 minus 5 equals 5. This is if you have a negative number. Okay, sine of negative 0.34. And let me just show you, if you accidentally use the other one, minus 0.34. So notice that this, which actually means you're subtracting two numbers, is different than that. When it's negative, it's a little negative symbol. And then it's going to go error. That confused me. When it says error, put go to, and it will put the cursor on what it doesn't like. I don't like this. Make that a negative. Okay. So it equals negative 19.877 degrees. Now, the only problem is I asked for answers between 0 and 360 degrees. So with this being a negative angle, it means start at the x-axis and then go this direction, where this is 19.877 degrees. And then because it went down, that's negative. For a positive answer, you need to start on the x-axis and go this direction, and then get to the same place. Well, in order to get this red part, if you go around a circle once, that's 360 degrees. So that means this red part right here is going to be 360 degrees minus 19.877. 360 minus 19.877 is 340.123 degrees. And I can check that answer by putting it back in the original problem and find out what sine of that. It should tell me the answer is going to be negative 0.34. So what's sine of 340.123? Yep, it's right. But wait, don't leave yet, because there's another answer. So you remember this guy? A smart trig class, which tells you when the functions are positive. Well, this one is saying sine equals a negative. Well, sine is positive here, and it's also positive here. So it's negative here, and it's also negative here, which means that there's two solutions. One in the fourth quadrant, which we just got, and one in the third quadrant. Okay, how do you get the third quadrant answer? Well, you go like this. Basically, you take this and you transfer it over to here, to the third quadrant. So this, I look at it as just take this line right here, keep it at the same angle, and just swing it over to here. So in other words, this is 19.877 degrees. Now to get to that angle, you would need to start on the positive x-axis, go around this direction. If you go to right there, that's 180 degrees. Then go an extra 19.877. So in other words, this is 180 degrees plus an extra 19.877. And that would be, I could do that without a calculator, is going to be 199.877. And of course, I should check and make sure. So one thing is, did I add them right? 180 plus 19.877. Okay, I did that part right. And again, I should be able to plug it in here, find out what is sine of 199.877, and it should equal a negative 0.34. Excellent. So there are the two solutions between 0 and 360 degrees.